Blessings, it's your boy James Anthony, and as we move together, we become limitless. Through networking, we're able to leverage each other's unique abilities, skills, and God-given talents. Embracing that divine spark, we access the quantum field and realize that our point of power is in the present moment, a true gift from the Most High. When I first came into the space and began my journey with digital assets, like everyone else, I thought this idea and concept was genius. It didn't take long to see the bigger picture, but it also didn't help that Bitcoin maximalists continue to beat the drum to the tune of everything else is an S-coin and Bitcoin is the only truly decentralized network. You know how the saying goes, the louder they are, the more they're trying to hide or cover up. Just like the SEC versus Ripple case, most of us in this community are always seeking the truth, never being satisfied, always curious about what we're being told. You quickly learn it's exactly the opposite. I won't go into too much detail other than to say if 51% or more of the hash rate is the measurement of how many attempts it is to calculate the algorithmic problem and answer for the transaction, can be taken over by China's CCP if they decided to, not such a good look for the network. Now add the fact that the majority of the actual supply is held by whale accounts. There's nothing decentralized about that. So like most of the XRP community, when the mainstream narrative says one thing, you can bet your bottom dollar we're going to investigate in the opposite direction. There may be a lot of folks that disagree, and that's okay. We live in a constitutional democracy. And that's not only your God-given right, that's freedom. But for argument's sake, I'll ask you to entertain this and humor me for just a moment. Facts don't have feelings, and your feelings aren't facts. Feel free to fact check anything that's stated in this video. If Bitcoin was the solution to the global monetary issues we now face, wouldn't it be the one in the hot seat and not promoted and shilled by every publication and celebrity across every platform? Think about it. They say that someone named Satoshi Nakamoto is the creator of Bitcoin and that no one seems to know who that is. Do you think the world leaders would risk the fate of the global financial system to a mysterious person that couldn't be held accountable if something was to go wrong? Or would we need some kind of decentralized mechanism that would allow all decisions that could potentially affect the global network as a whole to have to be voted on, and only if there's a consensus reached that 80% or more would whatever is being proposed allowed to be passed? Now I know when I came into this space it was difficult to comprehend because of the terminology being used, but I didn't let that stop me from learning because I could see something incredible taking shape. I don't want to bore you with a bunch of stuff that's hard to understand or get too technical, but between Dale, who is the artist and now co-pilot of this show, and myself, we have a combined 23 years in this space. Not that this is financial advice, nor are we financial advisors. What we are trying to do is inform and educate, so that as individuals, you can make the most informed decisions with your sovereign financial situations. We are moving at a rapid rate into a whole new world. The paradigm shift has begun, and collectively, we are preparing ourselves for abundance and prosperity, optimizing our positions to not only take care of our families, but with this generational wealth opportunity, our extended families as well. We are currently on the precipice of a level playing field, which means no matter who you are or where you're from, you will be able to participate in becoming part of the foundational community of these networks and protocols and be rewarded handsomely for doing so. What a lot of people fail to understand is that opportunities such as this one, the fourth industrial revolution, only come once in a lifetime, and that's if you are blessed enough to have the eyes to see and ears to hear, the gift of discernment given to us by the grace of the Most High. Unfortunately, most people take what's being displayed on the surface and run with it. instead of peeling back the onion, so to speak, and getting to the core of what's really happening. Besides the fact the XRP ledger is fast, cheap, and can be scaled, there are countless projects being built in conjunction with the XRP ledger in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We now have Sologenic as the NFT marketplace and Flare Networks, which is currently in observation mode and onboarding the essentials so that they can be fully decentralized without any bias once it's go time. The point I am making is that anything worth time and energy to learn takes patience as well as becoming relentless in order to become limitless. Not taking what everyone else is saying as facts and learning to trust our own guiding systems. I know a lot of this stuff seems overwhelming and difficult to understand, but will you let that stand in the way of becoming part of something that will be written about in the history books for generations to come? On this channel, we promise to make it as simple as possible so that ordinary folks can begin to learn and leverage these utility-based digital assets and protocols for their chance at the quantum, principal, and sovereign exchange. Through tokenizing the world, the future is now, and we are limitless.